guys, welcome to another new creature review. Today we are checking out Transformers Siege, War for Cybertron Cog. This guy is a Weaponizer in the Deluxe class, and he's, well, okay, if you are, you just saw that. This guy is just a bunch of parts, and his gimmick is that he becomes offensive and defensive loadouts for other deluxe class figures. I am not going to showcase that in this review because I'm never going to use it. However, it is a thing you can do. This guy, if you are not a fan of parts formers, you are absolutely going to hate this guy because look, he's just parts. He's literally just parts. He's just pieces. He's a big pile right there. And you know, this is okay, we'll just go ahead and do this. This is how he transforms, you know? He is literally just parts. And this is one of his alt modes right here. He turns into drones. This guy was actually he was supposed to be that guy that comes with Fortress Maximus, kind of like a 6-gun for what's it called, for Metroplex. You know, this guy is that equivalent. So that's how this guy goes, and you know, it's not the best thing in the world. But I will say this. For purposes of maybe army building, I think this guy is right up that alley. He seems like his parts are customizable enough to where you can get a pretty decent army build. I was actually thinking about this, like, hey, we can make like a centaur or something, like if we get like 2 or 3 of these and just start messing around and sticking things together. But yeah, you see, they're decent, especially for Fort Max drones. These perfect. They fit the bill 100%. And they look all right. I mean, for what they are. They attach right here. You can see there's a little slot and there's a little tab. They stick together like this. And you can put them in any order that you want, and it just works. So, and it rolls really nice, and it looks the part. I've seen people taking this and making an Optimus Prime trailer out of these parts, and that's pretty cool. So if you're into super big gimmicks like that, sure, this guy should be right up your alley. I kind of love him and hate him. There's that aspect of he's kind of, because he's all friction pegged. All of his limbs are friction pegged. All of his pieces are friction pegged. It just, I mean, the toys are going to wear down over time anyway. So, like, you know, you get your mushroom pegs and your ball joints. They're eventually going to wear down. But because this is part of the gimmick, you know, connect, disconnect, connect, disconnect, connect, disconnect. It's going to wear down faster, I think. I might be wrong. But it just seems like if you're going to do that kind of play, you're going to put more miles on this guy than you probably ought to if you want him to display like an action figure. So that's this guy. Let's go ahead and look at his detail. I'll zoom in real quick. There we go. That face mold, very generic. It kind of looks like it looks like a Fort Max face. You know, it looks like something that would be droning around a Fort Max fortress. So that's cool. I mean, he fits the part. Um, I might be army building this guy. Uh, just getting a bunch of them. And in my own head canon, I'm thinking I'm going to have an army of these guys, and I'm going to call them the Cognate. I I'm stuck on that idea now. So yeah, the silver is nice, but I feel like there's not enough of it. It's like you've got all of this blue all the way up and down, a little bit of red, a little bit of red, and then bam, silver. It's a lot. It would have been nice if they had a little more silver. Very empty on the back. Very, very empty. Um, very empty. But I mean, he's his gimmick is that he becomes into armor and weapons. So this is kind of a we'll give him a pass because his body is fitting the form. His form is fitting the function. So that's all right. He comes with these guns. It's a nice mold. I really appreciate that they're using the hollowness. They're using um not the hollowness. They're using the molding and sculpting into the hollowness. So we've got that structural integrity in there, but then you have the futuristic lines going on at the same time. That works really well. But yeah, his details are good. I like him. He's all right. He's not the greatest. Yeah, let's check out his articulation. His head is on a swivel. It will go all the way around. There is this. That's for his transformation. So he can unconventionally look up. Peekaboo, So there's that. His arms, because of this, they go all the way around. There is a joint in there. There is a swivel at the top. There is a single hinge at his elbow. There is no articulation on the wrist, but there is this articulation, which I don't really understand, and both arms are the same. Yeah, I don't. I wasn't expecting him to have a waist swivel, but he does. So that's cool. Goes all the way around. And that is, I think, for transformation. Yeah. Yeah. There's a little bit of function in there for transformation. Um, this peg acts as a thigh swivel. There's a single jointed knee. And I noticed this. This has a soft ratchet knee in there. It just click, 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 click. But this one doesn't engage until you get back here. So you got a hyperextension right there. And then it's about there when it starts clicking. Click. And then it'll fold up. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but not an immediate deal breaker. I think the deal breaker is the fact that he falls apart at his hip, at his waist really easily. See this peg right here? It just goes right in there. And that's cool, I mean, but if it were tight, that would be so much better. Yeah. Let's put his guns back in his hands. Oh, yeah, he has that is like a wicked ankle tilt right there. He's like doing like a side kick. But yeah. Okay. Let's put these in his hands. We'll do a quick size comparison. This guy is not cooperating. There we go. Okay. Straighten those out. There we go. All right, from Titan's Returns, we have Voyager class Sentinel Prime and Deluxe class Windblade. From Power of the Primes, we have Leader Class Evolution Rodimus Prime and Deluxe Class. Oh, you know what? He's not Deluxe Class. He's 2 Legends classes. That makes a Deluxe Class Battle Trap. And from Transformers Siege, we have Flywheels and Voyager Class Optimus Prime. Voyager Class Optimus Prime. Skytread. He's Skytread. That's going to take some getting used to. Yeah, this guy's going to take a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of tough love. I think if, I feel like he's going to be one of those guys that's going to be a shelf filler for a really long time, and he's going to end up at Ross for a couple of bucks. And at that point, I'm going to army build this guy. If he doesn't get there, then he doesn't get there, and I have one cog to represent him on my shelf. But otherwise, you know, I really think this guy will be good for army building. I just don't see any point in getting him otherwise, you know. So yeah, he's not a great figure, but he's not he's not the worst figure I've ever had. He has the styling, he has the feel of a good Transformer. Well, not a good, because of this. Not the greatest Transformer in the world, but you know, he does have that feel, he does have that look, he has that aesthetic of Transformers. So I mean, if you decide to pick him up just on a whim, I don't think you're going to be too disappointed. But watch out, because there is that peg inside. I keep showing you because it either falls off on its own, or I want to show you. Yeah, there's that, and it is technically a parts former, and you know, there are a lot of people out there in our line of hobby that just don't like parts formers. I don't know. I mean, that's part of Transformers. You're going to have some parts forming, but you know, those are things. If you don't like the idea of having a pile of parts stuck together to make this Transformer, give him a hard pass. Just count your loss. You're not missing much. All right. So yeah, that's it for my review. Nice and quick, short and sweet. Tell me what you think of this guy in the comments below. Are you going to get him? Or do you have any other quirks that you just don't like about him? Yeah, let me know. Let me know what you're thinking about this guy in the comments below. Special thanks to Ultrazilla himself. He sent me this guy. Yeah, it's awesome. He sent me a couple of figures, and Ultrazilla, if you have not checked him out already, go check him out. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe, and if you hit that notification bell, you will see when I put new stuff up on the channel. If you like this review, give me a like. Go ahead and check out my Instagram and my Facebook for more pictures of this guy and a few others of the Transformers Siege line. Thanks for watching.